Whew. Hi. How is everyone today? Oh dear. We've got echoes. I'm not really sure why. I mean, at least I think we do. I think I might have figured it out. I am officially live on a new place called Dive.tv. And I was hearing myself on there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get that muted. I'll have to keep an eye on that and have to see if I get any things here. So we're going to watch At Nobody Likes Onions here. I gotta fix one thing here. Okay. Alright. I think we're ready here. I think we are ready. And as you can see, I am the jobless streamer. So, if you feel sorry for me at all, and my recent troubles, my recent woes, the tale of the woe. You know what? I'm gonna embed this, I think, because I think I'm less likely to deal with fucking annoying commercials if I do this a slightly different way. I have this website that I embed things on. And make certain things easier. Wait a minute. Do you have a copyright thing on here? I've never seen that before. Let's pause that and let's read that. Hey now. Honestly, for viewers, for instance, criticism, comment, news reporting, yada yada yada. A lawyer, Mr. Counselor. Hey, as a result of this, any future press production. Thanks. Nuts. I mean, you probably shouldn't listen to him about anything and just live your own life. Trust me, but yeah, kind of expecting people to listen to him. That's gotta. Before reporting any portion of this program, I'm going to request, please email. Like, he would honor it anyway. Some groovy music going on. So many streamers nowadays, they have these incredibly long introductions, and I don't really understand why. Like, I don't really get it. Because, like, we're a minute into this, and we still haven't started. And I'm just like, why? We are now almost 2 minutes. Almost 2 minutes into this, and we're still amazing. It's just amazing.
Hello? Hello? Okay, so he tried to start early, and of course, you know, every time, it's a new thing every time. And now, you know, we started now we're starting on time, but only because we tried to start early. And OBS just completely crashes 30 seconds into the broadcast. I love it. I love my life. I love waking up every morning just to see what tech issue are we going to have. You know what it is? Flawless tech is this show's goal. And we never hit it. We never hit it. I'm Aaron Imholt, but instead of money, I can't get the tech. I can't reach my tech goal, which upsets me. But we can't hit the like goal, hit the like button. And we've got a great little program planned out for you today. Not only do we have Aaron Imholt, not only will I be going over one of the biggest gaffes I've seen by a guy who calls himself a lawyer. And then, you know, now people are like sending me all this stuff where they're like, this guy's not a lawyer. He's a sex tourist who runs around Asia, fucking young boys.
Oh, this should be interesting. Like, how does he want to prove that legal mindset does any of this? How does he want to prove that? I mean, and he says that this is for entertainment purposes, but there's nothing entertaining about having someone accuse you of that sort of thing. Last I checked, there wasn't. You know, maybe the idea of what is considered fun has changed.
And he pretends to be a lawyer on YouTube. And I'm going like, okay, I don't. First of all, I don't believe any of this.
There's nobody who pretends to be.
Second
a lawyer.
of all,
Many
you know,
of them actually have.
I just think if you're a lawyer and you're on YouTube, you probably suck as a lawyer. You hear that, Rakeda? I know. I know.
I'm sorry,
I had
but
one of the biggest practices in Candy, Ohio County. I'll have you know. I know.
A lawyer.
Anyway, all these P.O. Box lawyers, I'm sure they're fine when they're practicing law, you know, when they're like handling divorces for small town couples or, updating wills or
I don't know why.
doing
that idea is
estate
so hard for them
planning,
to
or there's some
understand.
sort of simple, business dealings that need to be, small time, very straightforward lawsuits and stuff, I guess. I don't know. But then they start YouTubing, and it's like they get lazy and pathetic. And we already watched this one guy, Sean, with the unnatural beard coloring, who he says is completely natural. We believe you. And, we watched him go over the complaints or the charges in Kayla.
Like, really? Okay.
The Ricada case, Kayla versus Aaron Emholt. And there's a misdemeanor charge and there's a felony charge. And we literally sat there watching this guy like they're exactly the same, except like one has intent, like malice or like intent to harass or something, and that's the felony charge. There was a clear difference. And I'm not a lawyer, but I can read. And I didn't just read the first 3 letters of each line and go, these are the same, the misdemeanor charge and the felony charge. They're different. That's why one's a felony. But these guys are too lazy. They have the paperwork in front of them that was sourced by Kiwi Farms, the same place we all got it. So we're all, none of us have to do any work. I'm the same as a legal guy on YouTube. I'm the same as a practicing lawyer on YouTube. We both got our source material from Kiwi Farms. None of us know if it's legit or not. None of us know if it's doctored or not. But you can't even read it correctly and describe to your audience the difference between a felony charge and a misdemeanor charge. You're all lazy fucks. I'm not saying I get everything right. When I get something wrong, I try to come on and correct it.
Sure you do.
You guys are like, I get it wrong all the time. Moving on. So very, very funny stuff. And I enjoyed it. Kim Nicholson said, show us your luxurious mane, Patrick. No. How about no? These women are like rich divorcees who have never been told no in their life. They all smell like mothballs and tiger print dresses. Kim Nicholson has at least 7 animal print garments in her closet right now. Every cat, every single big cat she can think of. Leopard, tiger, panther, zebra. Is that a big cat? Ladies and gentlemen, we got a pig saw voice starting today.
Ooh, I'm a gelatinous blob.
Okay. Have fun with the pig saw voice. It's dead on. It's perfect, and you're going to love the way you use it.
Ooh, I'm a gelatinous blob.
Sounds exactly like pig saw. Moody put in time for that this weekend. You're going to love that. Thank you for tuning in to the Nobody Likes Onions program on a Monday morning. Again, I've got a lot of silly, fun stuff planned for little palate.
I will admit to being
cleansers.
Somehow he does it.
I really want to start going over more the body cam stuff. We did that one with the girl with the pizza that she said Morgan Wallen was going to pay for her pizza. I like short ones like that, like 6 minutes, 8 minute little silly body cam video. So I want to start, doing those as like little interstitial palate cleansing segments. There's a lot of shitty, bad ones out there. There's a lot of long ones. We don't want to cover those. I want the really funny short ones. And I stole one from a recent episode of The Creep Off with Carl Hamburger and Vinny Gastrita. What's his name? Anyway, they had a very funny body cam video of a guy getting pulled over, and I pulled that because I want to watch that today. Of course, there's steel toe stuff I've got in the
you've always got
today.
always.
I have
You've always
Chad
got
stuff. I have Ray stuff. I have Godfrey stuff. I have Summer Sinclair.
It's classic summer. It's classic summer. Whoa, it's classic summer. Whoa, whoa, that's it's classic summer.
I have Summer Sinclair stuff coming out the wazoo. She's been very, very busy. I have, of course, we're going to get into this legal mindset guy. Who I'm very disturbed by. And then we're just going to prove to you that these guys are the worst. We have new Mike Calta stuff. And so much
I'm going to
more.
prove to you that these
We're
guys
going to start
are,
with Chad
are the
today.
worst by how terrible I am.
Chad is trying desperately to get
And
into all this stuff and be a
accusations.
part of it. It's not going well. He
Go have your
doesn't
legal
really
mindsets. It's
belong. He
not-
doesn't know what he's doing,
it's not gonna go
and he
well
doesn't
for him.
know how to
It
be a
really
part of
isn't.
it. And even worse, he's really taking his channel seriously right now, which is very, very funny, to say the least. And he's got a clipper. I imagine he's paying someone to clip for him. Well, I'd love to know who it is on the DL. I'm not looking to blow you up or anything. Clipper's got to make money, and I'm sure this is someone we know who deep down knows Chad is a complete fool and fraud. And that's why they're ripping Chad off. That's why they're ripping Chad off left and right. The clips, honey, the clips that Chad Zumach is putting up on his channel are some of the most embarrassing, weird shit I've ever seen in my life. It's very, very funny.
It's more embarrassing.
Before we
than
do
you.
that,
I'm impressed.
Dusty, thank you for gifting a membership. Bone and the Carbarian, thank you very much.
Oh, hey, bud.
Oh, no.
Have a contest. Get your listeners to do crimes and see who has the
It's
best
really-
body cam
it's really
set /
scary
bit.
how-
Or hey, maybe
how
when
well
the internet
they've
police raid you, we'll see your peen.
done
I
these
hope
AI
so.
voices. So there are AI voices
Peen View.
of
No,
actual.
but believe it or not, I
that
was
sound
actually
like
going to
actual
propose
people.
this already. I'm going to put out like $1,000 bounty for people who mention nobody likes onions in their traffic stop and send me the body cam footage. You have to do a funny voice and you have to talk to the officer in a silly way. Well, I don't know. We'll brainstorm it later. I think it'll be very, very funny. Trust me on that. Bone and the Carbarian, thank you very much for gifting 5. Nobody likes onions memberships along with
that
Candio.
legal advice that
Hi,
you should do that
Candy.
with the officer.
Yo, hi. Gifting 5 memberships today
That
as well.
legal
Meredith,
advice that you,
gifting a membership. Meredith
thank
Halfpenny,
you.
good to see you this morning. Thank you very much. You have fabulous hockey hair. Ladies love it. Hockey hair? I don't even know what to say about that. What is hockey hair exactly? Like a Wayne Gretzky type of situation?
Whoa! Retard alert! Retard alert! This just in. I showed my asshole to the internet. Get felted, Warski. You don't have a super tip voice.
Get felted, Warski. You don't have a super tip voice. Remember when he said this?
Andy Warski, he should be arrested for possession of child pornography.
Oh, God. Nah, I think I'll just do a show with him instead. Corndiff, thanks for the super sticker, buddy. It means a lot coming from a starch of your caliber. Ladies and gentlemen, the latest Chad clip that he thinks you need to see. He paid someone to clip this for him. I have no doubt whatever clipper's working for him is fucking with him. Imagine pulling this from your show and going, people are going to want to see this. This is a highlight. This is a Chad Zumach original. And let's see how much comedy he can pack into 3 minutes.
Fleetwood or April's Stevie Nicks. They're both blonde cokeheads that fuck everybody. Holy shit! This was right in front of me. You will never win. You will never win. Yeah. Ricada.
You replaced Rhiannon with Ricada. Okay, so that's the bit. We're 28 seconds in. That includes the killer intro. We're 28 seconds in, and you know the bit. Ricada. Okay, so 2.5 minutes left. Let's see what He is, and for the people just listening at home who are like, "Well, I don't see what's so funny," he's blinking the one photo of April M. Holt he's had for years loaded into his computer. He's blinking it on and off while he does this. So you got to picture that. You got to picture him blinking it on and off while he does this. It's pretty funny.
I like cocaine. I love cocaine and living rent free. All I have to do is suck Nick's dick.
This is apparently peak entertainment if you watched it alone. I don't really understand how this is peak entertainment, but okay.
I got a shitty tattoo.
I think we just take his word for it, I guess.
Ricada.
Sounds great. His mic works great. The bit's great.
I have no idea why this is considered peak entertainment.
You get it?
Like,
Look,
how
it's
many times
Gino
are you
on
gonna go
guitar.
over it and over it and
Gino's
over
fucking Lindsey Buckingham. Lindsey Buckingham with hair.
Gino is Lindsey Buckingham with hair. Huh?
Are we already done talking about legal
Chad
mindset?
riffs, man. Chad riffs, dude. For the people who don't think Chad can riff, he clipped this. He paid somebody. They're like, we're gonna want to pull the Fleetwood Mac Ricada bit.
I do cocaine and I don't have internet. I have to wait for Nick to call me and then I come over for Zoom court. Once in a million, I get tattoos. I can live with my parents, but I decide to live rent-free with a married couple, and they have 5 kids and dishes stacked.
So it's just like, it's the same shit from like the first week of them getting arrested, you know, and Aaron spilling all the beans. Like the house was a mess, and Chad doesn't know what's going on, but he wants to be a part of it. So he just says words he knows that are kind of like related to the thing he wants to be a part of.
It's pretty good off the cuff. Let's go. 1. Ricada.
How long is he going to do this?
Ricada.
How long is he just
All right, so
gonna
you get the gist.
play this over and over again?
I like how he like doesn't take himself too seriously. And he's like so aloof there at the end, like, you guys get what I'm doing.
All right, that's enough. You get the gist.
What am I doing? I'm such a silly Billy.
Dumb.
Holy shit. This is all in the clip. This is a 2-minute, 57-second clip, and that's all part of it.
So he's gonna watch this entire clip of absolute nonsense.
All right, that's enough. You get the gist.
Just because it's related slightly to.
He doesn't know what to do. So he's hunting through his
Aaron
images.
Emerald?
Again, the way StreamYard works, he has to like scroll through images the same way Aaron has to scroll through to try to find sound effects, you know? Like we want to play a chat sound effect. We play a chat sound effect.
Milton's Discord.
Like imagine if I had to page through and find that. If I couldn't just hit a button and do it instantly, it would lose all of its relevance instantly. So Chad just spent a bunch of time making fun of April, and then he puts up this image of Ray because it says dumb and he's being dumb, and this is just a silly dumb bit he's doing. Like I mean,
Dumb.
I mean, you're just as dumb
Fucking
as he
retarded,
is at this
man.
point.
mud shark clips. He's clipping. These are the for people out there going like, what am I missing? I don't have time to watch Chad. What am I missing? These are the highlights. These are the parts of the show. Chad himself says,
Okay.
if you missed the whole show, here's a little taste of what you're missing. And then you go, dive into this. It's like 399 views 14 hours ago, 29 comments, 64 thumbs up. To get more channel perks. Channel perks. Hold on. Will you be doing some more killer improv like that for us?
Oh, gosh.
I'd love that, actually.
Oh, hey, Bub. Did you know there's no bullying in
Sure
Canada?
you would.
It's
I'm
true.
sure you would,
How do you
Manolo.
think a fat shit and a dented head loser got into a position where we think we're something? In America, I would be Royce.
Wow. Big if true. By the way, I'm not even kidding. We may not have a Hackamania next year. I just look, the venue we were talking to has absolutely come back with like the biggest fuck you. Like we were talking, and then they've come back and they're like, yeah, what if it's $45,000 to rent out the space? What if it is? They want $45,000 now. They offered us a weekend for $28,000, but the high weekend they want is like $44,000. It's like, oh, because we were all talking for a month and it was free. We were all talking for a month and it was like, oh, you bring 300 people to the hotel and you can have the venue for free and they'll just spend all the money here. And now it's like, oh, we want $45,000. And I went, oh, yeah, I was just going to let that slide by me. $45,000. As if I wouldn't notice. Oh, yeah. So we might just might not have it. I wanted to have it late April, early May, and now it's too close. Like, I'm not Steel Toe. I'm not going to throw an event together in a month. So, like, we might just not have it next year. Maybe it'll be like every 4-year thing like the Olympics.
Whoa, buddy. Tune into my show where me and my window-licking co-host obsess about how anyone with a sex life is immediately a degenerate, while I pretend that being a big fat mess isn't at all sinful.
I'm trying to understand that PPP guy. Is he like
I'm trying to
22 years
understand
old,
you.
or he's just like he didn't have puberty, or what? Because like I can see a world where he's
Him or
like 30,
you?
I guess, but like his balls haven't dropped and his voice hasn't changed.
Some people just have,
Like
odd
does he
tummy
live
voices.
alone, or is he with his parents? Is it a kid?
No,
I can't
he's a
even
grown
tell.
adult. He's a grown adult.
Like his voice. You got to hear this voice.
Sometimes
It's like
I'm not so sure about
underdeveloped,
you, though.
right?
Oh, hey, Bub. Did you know there's no bullying in Canada? It's true. How do you think a fat shit and a dented head loser got into a position where we think we're something? In America, I would be Royce.
He's like 24. He lives alone. Okay, that makes sense. So like he's like a year before NLO started. That's where he is. So this is great. I mean, this literally like this will be like how will Pigsaw end up? Will he be like a Perry Caravello type character? Or will he be like Chad? I love that. I want to find out. Oh, and while we're on Chad too, real quick, you go over to my Twitter. I posted this. A lot of people didn't get the point of it or whatever, but I posted this screenshot from Chad. So, I don't. People send me this stuff.
Guys here in a second.
Chad posted this. He took a picture of his bicycle, his Red Ryder Schwinn, And I'm not even kidding. This is the exact quote Chad Zumach wrote. I ride this bike 10 miles every single day. I've been a bike rider since I was 4 years old. Bink. When I learned without training wheels. I'm not kidding. This is now again, every low IQ idiot went like, of course Melton's making fun of exercise. Yes,
Where's my
that's
kitty cat?
exactly what's happening. That's exactly what's happening. I'm making fun of exercising, you idiots. Chad is 50 years old.
There's my kitty cat.
He's a professional
His name is
touring
Maverick.
comedian, let's say.
Say hello to everyone, Maverick.
And Chad Zumach wrote this. He doesn't know. We've gone through his social media before. It's so funny. Remember, he just takes photos of guys, big trucks outside the gym, and he's like, look at this big dick energy guy. This is big dick energy. This is big dick energy. Like, that's what Chad doesn't know what to do. He doesn't have any ideas. He doesn't have any content. So he just he thinks of stuff on the fly and he posts it on the fly. His walk and talks, just a complete, an actual pathetic idealist loser.
He's just dead to the world.
So for a 50-year-old man to post this is actually the quote. I've been a bike rider since I was 4 years old when I learned without training wheels. Oh, how long have you been? Leave it in the comments. How long have you been a bike rider? We'd love to. What the fuck is this? Another win for the Chad. Another win for the Chad.
I don't know.
I've been a bike rider since I was 4 when I learned,
it's a
by the
win
way,
for you.
without training wheels. How much credit does this guy want for nothing burgers in his life? This is where we're reaching back to. This is where we're reaching back to.
I thought we were
By the way,
exposing
didn't your
legal
brother
mindset.
get run over
I'm still
because he
waiting
didn't
for
know
us
how to ride his
expose
bike out of the
legal
way of a
mindset.
car? It seems flagrant. Seems like you're rubbing it in his face. Imagine reaching back to create content to tell us you learned to ride without training wheels. I learned to ride without training wheels. So thanks, 50-year-old man. Thanks, 50-year-old who doesn't know how taxes work. Are we supposed to forget everything else about Chad? Because this? Well, he probably is very, very high IQ. Did you know he learned to ride a bike without training wheels since he was 4? And believe it or not, he hasn't stopped since then. And we're all like, whoa. He doesn't know how taxes work. He's 50. And to impress Kevin Brennan and the other losers, he thought that he'd say, I made a ton of money last year. I'm getting so much back. He don't know how it works. He thinks the more you get back, the more you made. He thinks the more you get back, the more money you made.
I use toilet every day. I've been using toilet every day since I was 4 years old. I learned toilet with no potty help. Straight to the big boy bowl for me. Rocky tail.
I learned toilet when I was 4.
I use toilet every day. I've been using toilet every day
What is-
since I was 4 years old. I learned
Well, I
toilet with
wonder
no
what
potty
the
help.
origin
Straight to the
of
big boy
this
bowl for me.
bizarreness is.
Rocky tail.
This is the leader in the clubhouse for chat of the month.
I don't understand.
I use toilet every day. I've been using toilet every day since I was 4 years old. I learned toilet with no potty help. Straight to the big boy bowl for me.
It was
Rocky
strange and weird the first time that you played it, Melvin.
Chad thinks he's a corporation. I don't even think it's that. Corporations don't get any money back. Yeah, what?
Dude, you're just jealous that you don't have a bike to do sweet jumps with. I also have skills. Tito's skills, catalytic converter skills, credit card stealing skills.
Wee, buddy. Drinking to intoxication is sinful, buddy. Gluttony is too, but we'll overlook that. Anyone find my wiping stick extension?
Yeah, somebody sent me a video of Pigsaw, and he's got no shirt on, and he's flapping in his little seat, and his tits are just jiggling all around.
Yeah.
Like, you can't even write this stuff.
I think
These
we should
guys
all
really
be
are
thankful
really
that
doing
you
it.
are
They're
wearing your
really doing it. Marketing, member for 5 months. They act like you're some heinous, dangerous pedophile is so insane. PPP suffers from the same disease as Mario Bosco, I think. Oh, virginity? James Gartner gifting 5 memberships. Thank you very much. April Law, member for a month. We never know if this is the real April or not. Please take off your hat, Melty, for the ladies. I'm convinced none of these Aprils are the real April, by the way.
Yeah,
Who's today's executive producer while we're at it? 7Dub7. Welcome back to the fold. 7Dub7. We appreciate the support for the program and the support from all the fine contributors to the Gram, which we have listed here for your convenience, of course. Anyway, that's Chad. He's very, very, he thinks he's very important. And it's very impressive that he's ridden his bike every day. I think that's very cool too. Not a lot of guys learned when they were young. Like, didn't we all learn to ride our bike around that age? Chad has this as like a cornerstone tentpole memory of his childhood. It's like before my brother died, before my dad left, in between Johns. You know, this is a brief period where my mom put her legs together and stood up for a while. So I imagine it was a very important time for him. And I like that he's proud about it. I'm even prouder that he's able to talk about when he learned how to potty and how he doesn't need help for the potty. There is no April. She doesn't have internet. I think she does now, right? She does have internet now, I believe. Unless I'm completely crazy out of my mind. But I think she does have internet and could use it if she wanted to. She was bragging about it, right? At some point. And there's Citizen M, and I got to talk about him.
I use toilet every day. I've been using toilet every day since I was 4 years old. I learned toilet with no potty help. Straight to the big boy bowl for me. Rocket.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my God.
Some of that
I ride this bike 10 miles every single day. I've been bike rider since before 4 years old when I learned without training wheels. This is like, I'm not even kidding. This is going to be like a Barry Ribs level man. We're going to literally, Chad's going to be doing MLC, having to ride down to the Whole Foods to get Wi-Fi, some sort of donut place to get Wi-Fi. It's not going to be good. Hey, did you see this morning's Steel Toe morning show? We should watch that. You should watch that. EFS gifting 10 membership.
Where's the part that we
were you already in the
exposed
pile,
mindset?
EFS? I don't
I'm
even
still
know.
waiting for that. He talked about it a little bit at the beginning,
I'll
but are we not
double-check
going to
later.
talk about it?
I don't
the
want
rest of the
anybody
night?
to be forgotten who throws that much cash in my face. Think I'll
I'm
ever
so
live that
confused.
down? And I think we're going to do P.O. Box tomorrow. We got a lot of weird shit in the P.O. Box.
Somebody should send you a synopsis.
From what I hear, there's
about it.
even more down in my P.O. Box, you know? By the way, today's show is called The Court Hates Onions. He's got 400 people watching over there. It's a very big day. He's 140 away from the goal. In about 30 minutes, we'll, of course, catch up with Toe and see what he's up to. Let's just see how the show started this morning. I wonder if he'll show off his drinking vessel, talk about the haters, mention goal anxiety, and make fun of John.
Probably.
Let's see. What do you have on your bingo
things
card?
that just kind of make up the elements of his swing every day. I mean, you replay
There we go.
the same thing that happened a dozen
All right.
times because you think it's
The lazy fuck for 2 reasons. Welcome to the program. It's the Steel Toe Morning Show. I'm Aaron, so I forgot to put on my
He's Aaron.
Vikings hoodie before the start of the show. And then,
I'm moving the cameras.
Get it away from me. No. And then I forgot.
I like that they both get their cameras straight that when they go live. I like that. All right. So what is this?
Sometimes
This
I'm
is the
trying to
guy.
get-
This is Doom.
Gets it straight
You know,
to,
as if. First of
streaming
all, there's
is
a reason
dynamic.
Doom didn't try this with me
That's what one of those
because he knows I wouldn't fall for that shit.
non-practicing
Second of
YouTube
all,
lawyers said.
I mean, if you just
Streaming
keep
is dynamic.
spamming it, we're gonna block you. Are you dumb? Do you think there's a reason Doom didn't try it over here? And by the way, it's very funny. Go see Doom's video where he tricked like every content creator in the Dabbleverse into thinking he was YouTube and that their account was suspended. He didn't try it over here for a reason. We're not retarded. So,
Well,
it's insane that people aren't even logging in as a fake YouTube name and they're just spamming it. Like,
I don't know about the whole. You're
oh
not
my God. Hold on. Am I suspended? My YouTube account is suspended. First of all, imagine if it worked like that on the honor system. Like they're like, your account's been suspended. Sign off. Like, why do I have to manually sign off if my account is suspended? Anyway, go support Doom, but I have a feeling this isn't Doom. These are just losers trying to imitate what Doom did. And then the guy says, got him. But I go like this. Did ya? Bye. Who got who? Who got who, cunt? Who got who? It's the second time you've done it today. It's the second name you did it on. It's like, we got you. We got you. Peter Sky Parker says this really is the greatest show. And I don't know if that's true, but a lot of people are saying it. Hit the like button if you agree. They're getting their cameras set up on the Steel Toe show. This is great. We're live. Time to get the mic set up, the cameras set up.
Forgot to change the whiteboard.
Oh, man. It's almost like it doesn't matter. As if we all tune in every Monday morning and we're like, oh, God, I wonder if the Vikings won. I can't wait to check the Steel Toe whiteboard. And if everyone's making fun of today, Aaron's lamp, which is in the shot, we realize not only is Aaron too lazy to buy actual studio lights, and he uses this floor lamp, which we see the shadow of over here on the wall, this pole. Now, not only is he so lazy to do that, it's like a fundamental thing that like putting a light behind your head isn't. He thinks it's bad he didn't update the board, as if we can read this board. Like, ah, man, I didn't update the Viking board. It's like this board that is half erased.
Well, you should always update your boards. You should show your boards some love.
Just what a lazy podcast for a guy who dreams about new cameras and co-hosts and third mics and going back to radio. It's like the guy puts nothing into his show. Less and less every week. Every week there's less and less that goes into this program. It's really insane.
God damn it. Just not on a Monday. What are you going to do?
Vikings fan you are.
I know. I fucked it up.
Fair
All right.
luck.
So here's what you're going to do.
What?
You're going to talk about your weekend. You're going to say hello to everyone. You're going to welcome everyone into the show. Make them feel good. Make them feel. Oh, by the way.
Uh-oh. I got to show off what I'm drinking out of today.
My beautiful Cold Spring Brewing water bottle here that they sent.
Are you going to play another thing about
Who is this
someone
guy?
saying
Like,
that
what does this guy
they
think we care about?
use the bathroom every day?
150th year is I cleaned it by hand so it would be ready for consumption today.
I cleaned it by a thing from a place we don't know. I cleaned it by hand so it would be ready for consumption today. Okay.
Like,
Metal straws,
somebody's
legit a game changer.
So we're third wives.
Metal.
Try that until you're
Metal. I got this straw from Matt. It's made of metal.
drinking something quasi-frozen with it. But yeah,
I don't know, man. In my limited experience with metal straws, I am a metal straw guy.
This is what we're talking about 1 minute into the show. We're into the hot metal straw debate. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday on Steel Toes. I don't know, man. I don't know. In my limited experience.
All right, so you're going to talk about your weekend. You're going to talk about all the fun shit you did while I change the whiteboard.
We can't do the Steel Toe show unless we know if the Vikings won yesterday, and we can't know that unless it's on the whiteboard. The classic Steel Toe whiteboard.
In a Vanna White while you're doing your thing. It's your time to shine. Show them what you got. Remember, 2:00 every afternoon. Just Kidding LLC on.
So Aaron wants Johnny to take over and vamp, but he doesn't really trust him to do it. So literally Aaron is telling him everything to say. Okay, make sure you say all this stuff, even though I'm saying it now. Repeat it back to the people. You got this, Johnny? Okay.
On YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble.
It's a hard
this
thing
is
to
your
do
chance.
sometimes.
Off I go.
all right. Well, Vanna White changes the board here. I thought
Where'd Aaron go?
he was going to change his hoodie, which was making no sense because I saw him in one already. Now, when he's changing the board, we get to enjoy.
Is there anything sadder than what's going on here? I mean, literally a man with a show that doesn't matter doing a little ritual that doesn't matter. This board isn't part of the show anymore.
Wow, buddy, look at that dumper on Aaron. Jesus, I thought I was a fat fuck. Not even girls' juicy sweats can hide that Rekieta receptacle.
Oh, was that perfectly timed? You nailed it. You nailed it. Like, this means, like, the board isn't part of the show. The Vikings, it's not a sports show. What did, like, but Aaron's OCD will not let him continue his show until he updates this board. Oh, God. Tell me about his little dumper again. Jesus Christ.
Wow, buddy, look at that dumper on Aaron. Jesus, I thought I was a fat fuck. Not even girls' juicy sweats can hide that Rekieta receptacle.
Seeing the lower half of the wardrobe. As we can see, he put as much effort in above as below. Although I can't really comment because I am wearing a t-shirt. So
Johnny's not doing anything Aaron told him to do, welcoming people to the show, plugging his own show. He's just talking about Aaron's hoodie.
As for this weekend, excuse me. So this weekend, I took my daughter to the Crossroads Mall. They had Santa Claus and the reindeer getting ready for pre-flight. So it was a fun thing to take the kids out there and get in line and let her see the reindeer. Although we had to deal with the fact that she was so excited to see Santa that as soon as we got done with the reindeer, her little tiny ass took off like a rocket.
What is Aaron doing? What is Aaron doing? Like, he's meticulously updating the scoreboard still. Look, what are you, like, this is, nothing matters less. Nothing matters less. This is the least popular segment on the least watched show in this sector.
Get to go find Santa Claus. So that's the problem with today. Like, kids watch like TV shows and everything. Santa Claus is more than just like a story thing. It's like a character, like they've seen him before.
That's the thing with kids today. They watch TV and they've seen Santa before. He's like a character that they want to meet. I'm not. Hasn't that been the case since the 60s and 70s? I to this day, that claymation, I mean, didn't we all, as in everyone hearing my voice right now, didn't we all grow up watching TV? Kids today have TV. I'd argue kids today don't watch TV. I mean, catch the fuck up. TV. Kids today have TV. So they've seen Santa before. So he's like a character that they know. So then they want to go to the mall and see him. Unlike in the 2000s, unlike in the 2010s, unlike in the 90s and the 80s, when you were a child, you didn't watch Santa on TV. He wasn't a character that you knew that you wanted to go to the mall and meet, right? That didn't happen in the 70s and 80s and 90s.
Mm.
Oh, wait. It's exactly the same. It's exactly the fucking same. You think this is the first generation of kids who have seen Santa on TV and want to go meet him because it's a character they know. I got to hear this breakdown again. I wonder why nobody watches these idiots. Hold on, now I can't click. This won't play. I'm literally clicking all over this and it won't play. Oh, snap. All right,
Help out one of the countries the entire time.
We got to go back to when he's writing on the board.
The reindeer, her little tiny ass took off like a she making no sense because I saw him in one already. Now when he's changing the board, we get to enjoy seeing the lower half.
Talk about your weekend.
Now when he's changing the board, we get to enjoy seeing the lower half of the wardrobe. As we can see, he put as much effort in above as below. Although I can't really comment because I am wearing a t-shirt. So
classic Johnny wearing a tee.
As for this weekend, excuse me. So this weekend I took my daughter to the Crossroads Mall. They had
why?
They had Santa Claus and the reindeer getting ready for pre-flight. So it was a fun thing to take the kids out there and get in line and let her see the reindeer. Although we had to deal with the fact that she was so excited to see Santa that as soon as we got done with the reindeer, her little tiny ass took off like a rocket to go find Santa Claus. So that's the problem with today. Like kids watch like TV shows and everything. Santa Claus is more than just like a story thing. It's like a character, like they've seen him before. So they want to go meet him like crazy. And
unlike before, kids have seen Santa on TV now. So they want to go meet him. It's wild. It's wild.
And it is a pain in the ass for a person in a wheelchair to chase a small 6.5-year-old as she runs to meet up with a fictitious man in a red suit. So,
Not fictitious.
All right, what?
Not fictitious.
You're fictitious?
Santa's real.
No. I think the Vikings winning anymore is fictitious. I think they're going to go down like a cheap suit.
This is going great.
I suppose it's fold like a cheap suit. Either way, we've got the board updated. Hooray for that. The Vikings on their way to disappoint their fans.
You do a show every day? No, I'm
Yeah.
just kidding.
I'm just kidding, buddy.
I know. I'm surprised too. It's like, why
Fold.
the fuck doesn't
Did you say they fold like a cheap suit?
Yep. That's what happens when you have brain damage and things get mixed up.
Fold?
I meant to say, well, no, fold like a cheap suit is just that's not the word.
All suits fold.
I
You
mean,
shouldn't. You should hang them.
Right.
Aaron knows he has two.
Fold.
I have my wedding suit, and I have my I'm in trouble with the court suit. Act accordingly.
I don't think I've heard fold like, you know what? Because it sounds like it could be a thing. Hold on. Fold.
So now we're Googling idioms. That's where we're at on the Steel Toe Morning Show. Fuck, I didn't adjust my camera or update the board. And I wonder if fold like a cheap suit is an idiom.
Like a cheap. Oh, wait a minute. It is a phrase.
Whoa! Big if true. Hit the like button. We're getting to the bottom of it here.
Ha.
Fold like a cheap
Whoa, this is a thing, guys.
suit. To give up easily. All right. Fold like a cheap suit.
All right.
What can I say? I'm just a really old-timey fuck.
Because
hey. When you're right, you're right. We got to the bottom of it.
like expensive suits are made of
idioms on the nines. Oh God. Oh my fucking God.
Stiffer.
And you
They've
wouldn't
got-
fold those, like you said.
Yeah.
You should hang them.
They've got
It's a cheap suit.
Okay.
Fold it.
Fold like a cheap suit. I suppose. All right. Well, I'm the fucking asshole. I got so excited to shit on you
I know.
that I shit on you for something you know. What I'm trying to say is you got to pick your spots.
Why is Aaron constantly on his phone during the show?
He is
it
he
just
is on
his
his phone a lot.
ADD, or does he think this is like a vital
But
component
I'm
of a pro
sitting here
show?
while he's
I don't pick up my
talking,
phone
doing
during a show.
other
Genuinely.
shit.
Generally.
So I'm typing a bunch of stuff
Like-
because
Unless something's really
Boring.
popping off, I don't calls and stuff. Like I don't even see them. Aaron is constantly on his phone, constantly distracted by reading the chat. You wonder, I wonder how much of his brain power is occupied by that stuff and how much he's actually just autopiloting the show.
That's what it is. You got to pick your spots. Okay, so I got that.
Did he just go the long way to look at the board? I'm not, you couldn't make this up if you tried. Did he just turn around the long way to look at his own board?
That's what it is. You got to pick your spots. Okay, so
It'd be like if I wanted to look at this hat and I was like, okay, so I got a hat back there. I can't. Some of the stuff, if you don't catch it, oh, come on.
I need to get something to snack.
That's what
because
it
He
is.
it's
took
so
the
incredibly
scenic
boring.
route to checking his own board.
you got to pick your
All right, I'll be
spots.
back.
Okay,
I
so
need a snack.
Where's
I
that? Where's that board again?
that fixed up nice.
And then
Mike?
he turns the other way, like, oh right, it's over here. Oh right. I forgot where the board was.
Kings 23,
Ah.
Titans 13, Vikings are 8-2. Nailed it.
So now he's reading what he just wrote, and he's proud of himself, and then he gives himself a verbal high five. Nailed it. I copied the Vikings record down correctly. Nailed it.
I got that fixed up nice. Vikings 23.
Again, is there even a V? Does anybody? I got it all fixed up nice. Ikings, I-rings 23. Like, there's not even a V on Vikings. There, I got it all fixed up and nicey nice. This is after he's finished. He's done. He's like, look at it. I got it all fixed up nicey nice. You see what I did? Ikings.
I got this
You're gonna like the way
new
you
thing
look.
You're going to like the way you
called
look.
4D
Titans 13, Vikings are 8-2.
gummy.
Nailed it. Fucking nailed it. Look at that board.
It's the small victories, really.
There aren't really that
It
many
really is the tiny wins. By the way, where are we on the goal? Is it worth flipping over?
All updated. Welcome to the show, everybody. I forgot my
We're 4 minutes in, and the board's updated. The cameras are settled. He's rolling up his sleeves. Johnny's told us why kids today are into Santa, unlike before. Previous generations.
My Vikings wristband.
Fuck.
Everybody. I forgot my Vikings wristband. Fuck.
Fuck.
The right Vikings wristband.
God damn it, man.
Fuck.
Now they're gonna lose. It's all
Dude,
your fault.
I didn't have my hoodie on when the music was playing. I had to run and put my hoodie on.
I didn't have my hoodie on when the music was playing.
I didn't have the board updated.
So now what are we doing? Recapping your inabilities? What are we doing? You're hammering it home how lazy and unprepared you are. What is this segment called? Stuff I didn't do right. Guys, I wasn't wearing clothes. My little button was out. The board wasn't updated. God, I don't have my bracelet on. Ugh. I hand washed my metal straw. Ugh. God. God. The board isn't updated.
God damn it, man.
Now they're gonna lose. It's all
Dude,
your fault.
I didn't have my hoodie on when the music was playing. I had to run and put my hoodie on.
Duh.
I didn't have the board updated.
Bah.
And I was sitting here like a fat dick for a good 15 minutes with
Gah.
nothing to do
God. Brr. Grr.
before the
Well,
show
you need
started.
that. You need that 5 to 10 of just zoning the fuck out before the show.
I need 5 to 10. Anybody fucking bothers me.
Are we starting to see how this man could physically abuse a woman?
5 to 10 minutes before the show, they've got to die. They've got to die. I've got to.
If you fuck with me 5 to 10 minutes before the show, you gotta die.
I still think that this show would be better if I was on it. No big deal. Jing's Army Lives Ranch dressing for Din Din.
Ranch dressing for Din Din.
As a conservative Christian trad wife, I reject the degeneracies of Steel Toe and the Quover. Aaron is despicable despite his confessions. Now watch me as I make my man milkers flop around for cash.
I've had my man milker since I was 4. My flabby flappers fly around when I do wheelies on my go-go bike. Oops, I pooped my pants.
He's 1:30 away for overtime.
If the goal gets hit, you can do the extra half hour.
We're live now.
It'll take off from the timeout from the election nap scandal. There's no scandal. All right, guys, we're offering an hour of overtime today. We need to hit these goals. It's imperative that Steel Toe knocks out these goals.
Yeah,
and,
that's just his thing. It's just what he's famous
stays
for.
paying its bills and knocks it out. You guys have been doing this
He's
for 4
famous
years.
for-
I appreciate you so much. Let's all
Pushing
team
the
up and
goal.
throw in some money in these next 5 minutes. At the very least, let's
same.
get under 50 so we have a fighting chance at getting some overtime today.
I'm so glad he doesn't spurg out about money anymore.
And let's knock out this 130 and get it crushed. Thanks, MSO. I really appreciate when people actively in my own chat root against and want me to go out of business. It's really nice of you, bud. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Steel Toe Media Inc. on Venmo, Rumble Rants, Super Chats. Here we go.
Here we go.
5 minutes away.
Here we go.
Let's throw in. We can do this. I love you guys. You're the absolute best.
He says, I love you now when he's panicking. It's so good. You can measure it. It's like a new catchphrase. He says, I love you so much now. It's so funny.
The goal. Thank you,
I
LOL,
love you
so
guys.
much for that $9.99. Every single dollar helps to keep this show on the air.
Let's
keep us
see.
Co-hosted, hosted, all of that stuff.
130.
120.
Okay, he's counting it all. He's counting full donations now. He's desperate.
PayPal and the Venmo, all of it goes towards this program. Thank you very much. Keep her going.
I love you.
Let's do this.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Done.
I love you guys.
Buddy teaming up. Buffalo Jockey with
I
a 10
love you.
over on Rumble.
I
115
love
away.
you. Okay, he only counted that one as 5. He only counted that 10 as 5.
We're offering 1 hour of overtime today, but Buffalo Jockey with his $10 does say go Lions, which as a Vikings fan is extremely hurtful. Thank you guys very much for your contributions. Keep it up. 4 minutes away from either doing overtime or missing today's
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
Become a whale. Throw in a bunch of fake donos over on PayPal or Venmo, and let's get this thing taken care of. 115 away. or 3.5 minutes to go. Everybody throwing in, everybody keeping the toe employed, basically. All right, little over 3 minutes left. There's the links in the chat. $115. You guys can do it. Everybody team up. We need everybody, though. It's not going to be one or two people. We need everybody chipping in.
Hand in
Dig deep. Keep Steel Toe on the air. We appreciate all of your contributions. All right. 3 minutes to go. 1:15 away.
By the way, I can't thank you enough. We hit Steel Toe's goal about 30 minutes into the show. So thank you guys very much.
What we can do. Started off pretty solid, and now our rally's stalled a little bit. But boy, do we need this. We need to win.
We're right there. We can get this.
Can you guys believe he doesn't beg anymore or worry about the goal live?
That's what keeps the toe moving forward. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. About 2 minutes left. Can you help us out? There we go. Buffalo Jockey with another $5 says, why does Johnny look like your healthier little brother? That's very offensive to me.
I look healthy.
I'm not sure why we watched
If you mean
lost the
fatter,
Cat Cam.
I've gained too much weight.
just now
Somebody
realized
said I
that.
haven't gained any. I was counting on that, and it didn't work out.
Somebody
Cat
said
Cam
they were
didn't
close
come
to
back.
me. All right, guys, $110 away from today's goal. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. We've got a little over a minute and a half left. I love you guys. I believe
love
in
you guys.
I think you can do it.
I love you.
I'm not going to sit here and say,
I love
poor us,
you.
poor us. Man, if we fail,
I love you guys.
but I think we've got more
I
left
think we
to do.
got it. I think you
we've got
got
more
this.
left to
I
accomplish
believe
here.
in you.
Thank
got
you very much to
this.
Fauci's
I love you guys.
partnership. Front Porch Conservative with
I love you guys.
Where's Panties with $10. $1.99 from Pakistan. Oh my God.
I
That
love
puts us
you guys.
$95 away from knocking it out. We're into the double digits. You guys can do this. Everybody throw
Come
in a couple
on.
of bucks. We're rallying now. We're rallying now.
baby.
We've got 1.5 minutes to go.
baby.
1 hour of
Rally,
overtime
rally,
if we knock
baby.
this thing out. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. $2 from Ghost of Speedy. I can't put that one up there, Ghost of Speedy, but I appreciate the defense. That's very nice of you.
Yes.
All right, Anonymous, do not read my name on live stream. Thank you very much for the $25 in the fake
The
donation.
biggest donations, anonymous. Don't read my name. Okay, I won't. But 25. That's gonna be.
Away from today's goal. Just $25 away from getting inside
Oh God.
of that $50. Adam Simon giving a membership. Optic Nerve with $2 says get
Totally.
it. $65
Fuck
away
yeah.
from today's goal. 30 seconds left
Yes.
and just $65 away. You guys are rallying like crazy, and everybody's throwing in.
Everyone's
This is
throwing
awesome.
in.
Keep
This
it going.
I love you
Mitchell
guys.
with $20. Thank
I
you to
love
Mitchell
you.
for the 20. So we are going to do overtime.
Yes.
$20 from
Fuck
Buffalo
yeah.
Jockey.
Oh.
We're $30 away from
Again,
knocking
none of
it
this
out
is
today.
coming in on.
Holy shit, guys, keep it coming.
No, nothing
Oh,
coming in
my
here.
goodness.
Like where?
Oh, I'm sorry. Buffalo Jockey said fake dono.
Oh, I'm sorry. So
Sorry
that one
about
was
that.
real. Should we count it?
Sorry about that, Buffalo Jockey. All right, $30 away from beating today's goal. All
on
right.
the phone.
That means that you guys get your overtime, but we got to knock out that last 30 while we do it. Crowder wears panties with $5. He writes, come. Where? $25.
Somebody feeling peckish?
Away from today. It's getting close to lunchtime, am I right?
Am I right? Am I right? Things are getting wild over here at the toe. I mean, this guy's so worried. He's so glued to the fucking chat. Look at him. Am I right? It's almost lunchtime over here. Am I right? Am I right? Anyway, back to the beginning of the show.
Murder them. Because I just need to sit here for a good 5 or 10 minutes with literally nothing to do. And just
clear his
stare.
brain out.
That's it.
That's
Just
it.
stare and then get the show started. So I had
Just stare with dead eyes and then get the show going.
I had a mild panic attack. not panic attack, like full on panic attack, but like a mild.
Listen to this. Again, how can he ever can claim to be a winner and like doing well, and how a woman can put his dick in her mouth when he says things like this? Again, this is out loud 5 minutes into his show.
A mild panic attack, not panic attack, like full on panic attack, but like a mild negative panicky feeling when I woke up this morning.
Why?
I went, and this happens to me a lot.
This happens to me a lot. I wake up in the morning with a mild panic attack. This happens to me a lot.
I just went goals.
This is the guy who tells you when I leave the studio, I'm done with the show. This isn't my real life. Meanwhile, he does a morning show, a night show, prep in between, constantly checking for donations all day long. And this isn't the first time he's admitted he doesn't sleep well because of goals. So now he's going to tell you, I wake up every morning with a mini panic attack. Goals.
When I woke up this morning, and this happens to me a lot.
Goals. This happens to me a lot. I just went goals. His head pops off the pillow. Cheep, 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 cheep. Goals. Oh, fuck. Goals. This happens to me a lot.
Not panic attack, like full on panic attack, but like a mild.
Yeah. Everybody has days like that. I mean, you're missing it here, but he said, "Is this the face of a guy who loves doing the show?"
The show's great.
I mean, I hope
really
so.
love it. I love doing this show. The show's good. Say it again. One more time, like you mean it though.
To Monday. So I woke up and I went,
hold on, what? Just
in to Monday. So I woke up and I went, love doing the show.
You mean streamers are
That's the
normal
face
people that sometimes don't want to have to go
automatically goes to when he says, I love doing the show.
Pikachu face.
To Monday. So I woke up and I went, love doing the show. Big fan of my show.
I'm a big fan of my show. I love doing the show. I'm a big fan of my show. Who is this for? Who is this for? I love doing my show. I'm a big fan of my show. He's asking us. It's not even like definitive statements. I love doing my show. I'm a big fan of my show. I love doing my show. I'm a big fan of my show.
It's the beginning of the week. You're gonna be about full for Monday's goal. You got $10 in.
You got this.
To Monday. So I woke up and I went, love doing the show. Big fan of my show. Got lots of stuff to talk about. I mean, it was a weekend full of fights and news and all this stuff going on. There's plenty. I got 2 shows.
I got 2 shows. I could buy a show next to Carl's show if I wanted to.
Ready to go for today. Morning and evening. That doesn't even count the shit that's going to happen today. But
Huh?
I just thought, like I always do, I've been the guy who's been in charge of, making the expenditures and the incomes match for 4 years now. It'll be 4 years on Black Friday.
Again, the only expenditure this show has is Aaron's salary. Just a quick reminder that what Aaron's stressing about paying is his own salary. When he speaks in terms of in the red and the black, it means like, guys, if you don't give me another 150 today, I won't be able to give myself 125,000 a year salary. That's how life and death this is.
Which I guess means I should do a show on Black Friday. I should do the anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
No goal or anything on Friday, but just like
right.
It's our 4th year, and like.
Mm-hmm. Can you believe that he's setting up another anniversary? Now in August, it was the 10th anniversary of Steel Toe. This week, it's the 4th anniversary of the streaming version of Steel Toe. 4 years since he's been keeping this thing afloat with your donations. Yeah. There's always something to celebrate at Steel Toe. It's the last goal of the week. It's the first night goal of the week. It's the last night goal of the week to keep the streak alive of Matt. Continue. It's the Thursday mornings, and it's the anniversary of the first time we last missed a goal. It's like, what? There's always a big event coming up at Steel Toe, and this week it's the 4th anniversary of them live streaming, and you need to donate for that.
This weekend, I was thinking about
there's always something.
And I was thinking about all of that stuff.
There's always something.
All of what? You said it. You've been doing this 4 years. What else? All of what? What else does that entail? You've been doing this 4 years. And? Just all of that. Oh, okay.
And I had like a mini mild panic attack.
If I'm struggling this much 4 years in, what if I can't do this? What if I can't do? Hey, I've been doing this 20 years without any radio salary help.
I
don't wake up worried at all.
I don't anything.
My head never pops off the pillow, and I wonder where my bills are, my goals are, and I have a mini panic attack. That never happens. I wake up, I hug my dog, I have an Egg McMuffin, I go get the paper. Imagine going to get the paper.
Thinking about where this thing started,
why? Are you on your deathbed? I wake up, I'm thinking about where this started, where it's going,
it's gone, where
it's gone,
ended up, and all that. And I went, "Fuck, man! Like I gotta, we gotta change the story."
When does that happen? You said a year ago you can't keep doing this. You said a year ago this model's untenable. You in April were like, we gotta get back to radio. And again, you're asking this radio company for $36,000 a year, $36,000 a year. You don't want that public, and you won't address it. But that's what you're asking for, is it not? Is it not? Are you not asking KNSI for $3,000 a month? You pathetic wannabe good dad. You tell your audience that you're on the precipice, you need money, you're struggling, you're having panic attacks, and meanwhile, $3,000 from a radio station every month is going to save your show? Yikes. Yikes.
Well, maybe it will.
Painkiller gives me more than that every month. Got him? Confirmed.
What do you have?
At some point here, because
I didn't think that anything
like I'm
that
happy. I love doing the show. The show's, it's as good as it ever was. But like the being in charge
Nobody
part,
wants to see.
like at first
he wants a job. He hates this. You know why? You know, this is 100% real. Aaron has to reconcile how much he sucks with how much struggling he's doing financially when he's in charge. He wants to be given $36,000 a year to sit in a room and go, la, 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 I'm number one, I'm the best. Again, he's delusional. He was never number one. He was never number one. We have the ratings. Guess what? Nielsen keeps track of this stuff. All the broadcast ratings are available. You were number 4 when you got fired. Number 1, what world are you in? So you want to sit in a fucking windowless room and yell to nobody, not receive any valid feedback, and that shields your ego from the public and from any criticism, so you don't have to deal with it. But you know what it is? It's not that you don't like. First of all, you have no business knowledge, you have no sales knowledge, you don't have any marketing knowledge, you don't know anything about finances or any of this shit, and you have no ideas for promotion. You have no fucking ideas when it comes to your own show. Your own 10th anniversary show was such a clusterfuck. You didn't bother hitting record. You knew it was a disaster. You know you're a failure, and you know your head's just rattling around empty. You know that. So of course you'd rather have a company print bumper stickers for you, tell you where your live remotes are going to be, schedule everything, sell the ads, do the program, lay it all out. You show up, go in a windowless room where you don't have to face reality. It's literally a cone of silence where you got to just spit your horse shit into a microphone, tell yourself you're number 1 in the demo, even though it's all fucking lies. But when you're in charge, when you're a businessman, when you're the general manager, when you have to deal with the business part, you have to keep telling yourself you're number 1, you're the best, you're the most talented guy, and you get to see the finances go. How is this happening? I'm number 1. Why aren't we making any money? I'm the best. And you have to reconcile that in your mentally ill brain. So why don't you like the business part? Oh, because you suck. You suck. People who make a ton of money love the business part. I never, ever, ever turn on Shark Tank and see Mark Cuban sitting there going like, I just want to shoot hoops. I hate the business part. No, he likes the business part because he's fucking killing it. He's crushing it. You're struggling. So you'd rather not see the finances. You'd rather collect your $3,000 a month and tell yourself you're number 1. I'm number 1. Anyway, I get paid the same no matter what. I'm number 1. Tell us again why you don't like the business part.
Like, I'm happy. I love doing the show. The show's, it's as good as it ever was. But like the being in charge part, like at first I kind of liked it. I fucking hate it.
Back when you were making $20,000 a month, you loved it, right? I love the being in charge part. We're hiring April. We're putting April on the air. Yeah, those were all bad ideas financially, for the trajectory of the show, for the brand. Horrible ideas. You wrecked this company. You know what it is? Like, really, when you look at it, you wrecked Steel Toe. The minute you were in charge of Steel Toe, you fucked it up. That's all. That is actually true. When you were at a radio station, you got your check, you made your money, you went home. The minute you were in charge, you're like, what if I bring a little fuck bunny in here to play with and just start fucking up my own show? And then you did. You hired an awful person, you wasted the company's money, and then you stopped trying and drove the show into the ground because you got involved in drugs and a polycule and thought you were better than everybody else and you could just coast. You can't. You're finding out you can't. That's why you're going like, in the beginning, I liked it when it was all about like hiring fuck girls.
It was, it's as good as it ever was. But like the being in charge part, like at first I kind of liked it. I fucking hate it now. I hate that. I hate the money part.
I hate the money part. Yeah, because there's no money. Again, no, I've never once seen Kevin O'Leary hate the money part.
Yeah. Nobody
I
ever
kind of
hates the
become a
money part.
hippie where I'm like, I wish the world didn't run on money.
Because you don't have any. It's the same as every fucking college kid out there
Neither
protesting
do
the billionaires.
you.
Because you're all losers with no
You don't
money.
have any money either.
Sounds good. I'm not a billionaire. I'd like more. Yeah, fuck the billionaires. Tax the rich. Eat the rich. Yeah, you're dumb. You're dumb. One day you'll make money and then you'll be like, hey, why are they taking all my money and giving it to poor, lazy, uninformed idiots? Oh, because you started this?
It's funny, like when you need a lot of it.
You don't have any money either.
The more you get.
And you have to know this is related to like whatever he's trying to get going with his lawyer, and they're coming after Melton and Ricada, and so he's going broke again. The credit cards are going to be charged up.
the more you need. Rat race. You know the whole
Let
rat.
him explain to you how like money's cool until you like need it.
I fucking hate it now. I hate that. I hate the money part. I've kind of become a hippie where I'm like, I wish the world didn't run on money. It's
Well,
funny,
everyone kinda
like
wishes the world
when
didn't
you
run
need
on
a lot
money.
of it.
I wish the world didn't run on money.
You know, the more you get, the more you
mean-
need. Rat race. You know the whole rat race thing where you're
Right.
like, you know, it makes you go like, how the fuck when I was making like no money.
Oh no. Oh no.
I mean,
This
it's not
you
as
can feel how
interesting-
real this is.
not
Like
as
it just got
entertaining as you
real.
are, Mel-
Like I feel the heaviness of this.
Sorry.
Like
No,
this is an
Melvin.
actual breakdown of a man who's broke.
Get to the real
rat race. You know
real
the whole
meat of the
rat
stuff that
race
we
thing
want.
where you're
I
like,
thought-
you know,
I thought you
it
were
makes
gonna
you go like,
Oh no.
reveal
how
to
the
the
fuck when I
world
was making
here
like no money
how
in radio
evil
back in my
no
20s or something.
mindset.
I still had money. Like I still,
Should we
know, I was
fast
happy
forward and see if
and
we
all
ever
that.
get to legal mindset?
He's not happy. He's literally saying he's not happy. Listen to this.
I was making like no money in radio back in my 20s or something. I still had money. Like I still, you know, I was happy and all that.
And then he does the face after that.
Money. Like I
All right,
still,
I'm scrolling through here. I'm
you
seeing.
know, I was happy and all that.
Watch it. Watch it.
All right.
Maybe that's the
Fast forward.
case. Are the other ones good? I know they're not. Again, I pointed out this Sean guy who
Yeah.
was reading this list of
Sean
charges for Aaron Emholt from
understands
Kayla. He had the
more about all of this thing.
misdemeanor charge, the
do.
felony charge.
Sorry.
He said they were exactly the same, even though it's right there in plain text. One of them had a malicious intent kind of ascribed to it, and that was what made it a felony charge, it seemed like. But he couldn't read that. He couldn't be bothered to tell you that. These guys get the documents. They don't read them. They get the documents. They don't go over them thoroughly. They half-ass it. They're just streaming. It's like, again, like people see a lawyer doing something, like I guess Nick was doing the Johnny Depp thing or whatever, and people just want to, like, oh, I should do a show where I just talk shit and get super chats. And by the
Do
way,
you know Mandy? Oh, Mandy. Ask me how I got catfished by a man.
oh God, I heard about that too. So look, again, are any of these lawyers sharp? I don't even know. But there's this legal mindset guy, 178,000 subscribers. I don't know where he lives. I don't know where he's out of. I don't know anything about him, but I do know that all these guys, like, let me just ask you this. If you're just going to watch a clip from a clipper, take it as fact, and then start spouting out absolute horseshit, you know, wrapped inside your legal opinions and your you know, advanced, you know, law vernacular. You're going to start using buzzwords and shit to make it sound like you're educated and informed. When meanwhile, you know, fruit of the poison tree, hello, everything you're basing your opinion on is just complete horseshit because you're a lazy fuck. I'm getting sick. I'm a drunk, fat, alcoholic, pot smoking, diabetic, lethargic, wannabe comedian. And I'm getting sick of dunking on you fucking legal dorks. I shouldn't be able to do this easy. You're like you're a serious man, right? God knows you all got all these
the more
cool
serious
suits.
you are, dude. Sorry.
You're all serious men. You passed the bar. You studied so hard.
I know that's not
Habeas corpus and whatnot. I don't even know what that means. The point is, you're serious men who want to be taken seriously. And you want to go online and give your little opinions and have people take them seriously. And you're dumber than the dumbest motherfuckers I know. Again, legal mindset, I don't know you. And I don't know half the other lawyers talking mad shit about me. And I don't care. And when I say half, I mean all. I don't give a fuck.
But you're
Do your
gonna
little
go
shows,
after them.
Get your little clicks.
On social media.
You know, run your little circle.
You're gonna mock them, even though you don't care that they mock you. Right. Okay. Sure.
Pretend you're knowledgeable and fool your little cliques of people into thinking you have some sort of like specific insight into shit. When I'm going to show everybody you don't know anything, and you're no better than just Jake Hudson or El Horrible sitting behind a mic,
I don't know.
dodging
Are they
your
always
day
right
jobs
about
like
everything
losers.
all of the time? No, they're not gods. But come on, dude.
Just talking mad shit. It's embarrassing, actually. It's embarrassing, actually, how much I dunk on you and show that you're lying, disingenuous fucks.
No, you trust.
I shouldn't be able to do it, but here we go. Here we go. This guy did a show, Legal Mindset, on Friday. Are you ready? Or I guess Saturday, maybe. I don't know. Are you ready to hear this guy's advanced, educated, legal take?
Oh, God.
Now, again, I don't know anything about anything else he says, but watch this. Watch this. Watch this guy who takes himself super seriously. Oxford shirts, cufflinks, ties. I'm a real serious man who got a real serious education. I had to go to school so I can separate the wheat from the chaff.
Some sort of cartoonish
You got to get your
onion
official take from a guy in a suit who knows what's going on. Ready? Here we go.
Weekend, yeah.
Sorry. All right, here we go. Legal Mindset, is it?
To a pretty criminal situation here, both with.
First of all, is that an official legal classification? This is a pretty criminal situation. Pretty criminal. All right, let's go.
Messing with data, right? Accessing data he didn't have access to. And there's a lot of different statutes that could be brought up under that. Actually, computer and identity related fraud and theft, right? Could be 18 USC 1028.
It could be this, could be that, might be this, could be that.
There's a lot of other statutes as well that deal with accessing information that you shouldn't have access to, right? So that's a whole rabbit hole. Once again, too, we are relying on that information being true and accurate, right?
Right. All right, where's the clip? Did it skip ahead? Okay, this was the clip. Ready?
Format here on Twitter, and kind of exposed that he leaked this stuff.
All right. Again, if you go by what you see and know, and not what some fat comedian spouts on a show, what did he leak? We don't know what this is. We have no proof or knowledge of what this
exactly
is.
What the fuck it is.
It resembles what he described Aaron Emholt's history as, but we don't know anything. Now, listen, again, this is a lawyer.
And kind of exposed that he leaked this stuff.
You can
so he leaked this information. So all this kind of roots back to him leaking this information that he accessed Aaron's search history and took a screenshot.
Now, everyone's all gotten that from me, not Nick. So it's got to be based on some sort of fact, right? Everyone is running around now saying Nick Rekieta has access and is going through all this stuff. Now, again, it's all based on shit I've said. Has Nick told me to say that? No. Has he told me not to say that? No. But I love to start shit. But let's see where this guy's detailed criminal psyche comes to play with the facts that have borne out so far. Let's see how this legal mind works.
Well, we found out.
Where do you see? I'm not even kidding you. This is if Aaron's lawyer's like this lawyer, I can't fucking wait. Just watch this. Again, this guy's better than you and me. He's got a suit on.
From Zecchino Casino, which I'll play right here, a little clip of this. This was clipped there. This is where I got this clip. This is Alyssa clipping the casino, talking about Melton. So
this is Alyssa clipping a clip of Keno Casino, playing a clip. So Keno Casino edited a clip of me, plays it on his show, out of context and cut. Then Alyssa Clips puts it up. And then Legal
Yeah,
Mindset
it
goes
wasn't.
there for the source.
It wasn't
So he's
that out
3
of context,
removed
my
now
dude.
from, again,
I'm
the Patrick
sorry.
Melton show that is still
This is
up and
like-
available and anybody can go watch.
This is like when
You could go right
Nikita
there and
was
see
like,
what I said, but no.
It wasn't the original video. It wasn't my video that he watched. That video had a watermark on it. Oh, goodness gracious.
It's better to let Fat Pigsaw cut some shit out and then let Alyssa Clips cut some more shit out and then go to that. This is a lawyer.
Yeah?
He's worse than a clipper because he's going to give you his legal opinion based on a clip of a clip of a clip. Here we go. Now this is making the rounds everywhere, and I just want you to know how they're all
I'm
so
sorry
smart.
that your own
They've
words
all
on your
got
live
me
stream are being
based on a
used
thing
against
they
you.
made up. Ready?
Got kind of a little spirit here.
Maybe you
But let's
shouldn't
play
make
this
it so easy
and hear the
for
confession.
people to make you
Wow, one of
look
the
like a
shoes
piece
has
of
dropped.
shit that broke the law.
Nick Rekieta has access to Aaron's Google account, and Aaron is finally.
So there it is.
So there it is. There
So
it is.
I guess you're
So there
going
it is.
to
You get the confession.
The
play the rest of
confession.
it.
Let's hear it again.
Are you gonna play?
Has
I guess next we're gonna
access
play
to.
the rest
Let's
of it.
hear the
And
confession.
it somehow is gonna sound
They're all
better.
calling it the confession.
Little spirit here. But let's play this and hear the confession.
Wow, one of the shoes has dropped. Nick Rekieta has access to Aaron's Google account, and Aaron is finally.
So there it is. So there it is. You get the confession that that he used his search history.
How can I confess that Nick used Aaron's search history if I don't know it? And also, I got to hear the confession one more time. What did I say? Wow, one of the shoes has dropped. Nick Rekieta has access to Aaron's Google account. So I said Nick Rekieta has access to. First of all, if I did say that, it doesn't mean he does, and it doesn't mean I'm telling the truth. Nick Rekieta actually goes every day and watches Aaron's children play outside during PE. He'd sit and sips a milkshake in his red Camaro. What does he have? He sits outside and watches Aaron's kids play at school. Wow. There's the confession. Okay, again, just to show you this guy's
I
a
don't know.
lawyer
Maybe
where he gets his
confessions were
info.
all word.
Casino talking about
It's not
Melton.
quite
So we got kind of
correct
a
word for him to
little
use,
spirit
maybe.
here. But let's play this and hear the confession.
Wow, one of the shoes has dropped. Nick Rekieta has access to Aaron's Google account, and Aaron is finally.
So there it is. So there it is. You get the confession.
Now, again, imagine if this guy had time to not put on a suit and do some research. If only you could go to the original show on Nobody Likes Onions account right here.
So,
Okay?
so what's the rest
The
of
real
it?
show. This is the source. And let's see what happens. Let's watch the actual clip and see what Melton said. Because according to that one, I said, Nick Rekieta has access to Aaron's Gmail account. And it's a confession. But if you play it in reality, what happens? But this would imply, that Nick Rekieta has access to Aaron's.
So you did say
Google
this
account.
would imply. Okay.
Why did you cut off the "this would imply" part of the sentence? Oh, because then it wouldn't be a confession. This is a lawyer. He knows that would never fly in court. He knows that would never fly in court.
You probably should have cut off the imply. Okay,
But
you
that's
know
the
what?
cut
I'll give
PPP
you
made, Alyssa Clips made, and now Legal Mindset made. And they call
maybe
it
the
the
words
confession.
imply should not have been.
There it is. First of all, again, even if I said it, fuck you. I lie on my show constantly. But you wanna be dishonest. You wanna be a lawyer. You wanna be a serious man in a suit who acts like your farts don't smell. I'm not even kidding. Legal mindset. This should be embarrassing, and you should apologize. This is the confession because I said it appears. Aaron says Nick has access to my account, and Nick posts a screenshot resembling something he said Aaron's browsed before. Therefore, it would appear
I wonder if Legal Mindset will apologize.
Nick has access to Aaron's Google account. Did I misspeak? Did I make a mistake? Did I confess to anything? What's wrong with these guys?
Tagged.
Imagine paying this guy hundreds of dollars an hour. Imagine paying these guys hundreds of dollars an hour to watch clips and not go to the again. It takes 5 seconds to hear the real thing if you want. We'll have the April_M Holt tag. But this would imply that Nick Rekieta has access to Aaron's Google account. Weird. I it's crazy to me that a lawyer who with a serious again, these are the people who want to like make the decisions and like argue what is. And Dick Masters.
This is where I got this.
But then,
this is Alyssa clipping the casino talking about Melton. So we got kind of a
good point.
Little sphere here. But let's play this and hear the confession.
Wow, one of the shoes has dropped. Nick Rekieta has access to Aaron's Google account. And Aaron is finally.
So there it is. You get the confession that that you used his search history, right? Which is a crime, right? Very much real.
What's real? That a thing you made up happened, or that it's a crime? We believe you. It's a crime.
Very much real, which is a crime. So,
real quick question: is it a crime?
Yeah, big problem there.
Well, I mean,
is it?
Yeah, I mean, unless
again,
unless
you fat fucking lazy fuck. Is it? Or do you not know what the fuck you're talking about? Do you think you get to go show your clips in court and then the truth doesn't come out? Your Honor, we edited it. So as long as you don't watch any other clips.
Well, the problem is that somebody.
I'm not even kidding. I've watched two of these lawyers, and both times
and
within 10 minutes, I'm like, oh, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Let's pass.
And then it goes back to that thing like.
So maybe, this wasn't the idea that this was some sort of confession because your words got snapped off there by Alyssa Clips. Maybe that's fair. I don't know. But I doubt you're going to get a sincere apology in LO because let's look what happened in your Discord. Yeah, let's share this real quick. So, breaking Boldo news. NOL seems a little rattled about your upcoming conspiracy to commit unauthorized computer access and identity fraud felony charges. We may be witnessing one of the greatest attempts to gaslight an audience ever. I mean, now, here's the thing. Yes, the words were edited a little bit. But the problem of it is these messages. Nobody likes Onion. This is from their Discord. Literally, Aaron has been getting legal advice from Sean and Nick to watch it all. Haha. Nick would send me Aaron panic searching to see if he was defaming me. And Aaron be searching, can I be sued for defamation without being served a cease and desist? If I shared the PDF of the deal Aaron sent over, you'd all fall down laughing. He made a little thumbnail like he does for his shows. LOL. Don't you make thumbnails for your shows? But this barely scratched the surface at what you hinted last week as news that would amuse us. Yes, this is nothing in comparison. I've been very misleading on purpose. Nobody knows shit. So, what do you believe? What do you believe? Because I believe that might have actually been the tip of the iceberg, of what you've been saying in your Discord. So either Nick has shared a whole bunch of shit with you, or he hasn't, but it's really not a good idea for you to be going around and telling everybody he has. Yeah, it's probably not a good idea. If all this is a big old fucking lie, because you lie about everything, maybe those lies are gonna start catching up with you. I'm not sure you would come out smelling like a rose if the police had to do a look at your search history, because they wanted to see exactly what was on your computer and whether or not you actually had any information in your emails or in your text messages from Nick about what he found on Aaron's computer. Well, if Nick did any of that and he shared it with you, like you implied you had the ability to do in other instances, yeah. I'm sorry if maybe there are certain key things here that maybe legal mindset is not getting right, but overall, dude, you may or may not be very seriously fucked. No, Nick sharing it to begin with is what put it in a iffy situation for him. That's what really did him in. I mean, you may never end up getting arrested for anything, but there's some damn things. No, actually, he was probably not be going to jail over the drug stuff. First time offender, all that shit. Generally speaking, he's good at what he does. No, not necessarily. Sean is damn good at what he does. Sean is good at what he does. What he's gonna do if I was him, like he was like, oh, he's like, oh yeah, those words got clipped out of it, and I didn't know you said anything about that. And it wasn't a confession of you doing something wrong. It was pointing out that it appears that that there was proof there. You were sharing proof that it appeared that Nick Rekieta did something wrong. But if you go back and you look at the clips that have been taken from your Discord, I mean, there's a possibility that Nick Rekieta has been sharing all of that with you. Huge possibility. And I know you say you lie all the time, but you know what? The police aren't. I don't see how the police know whether or not you're lying until they get a subpoena to look at your shit. I don't know how they're lying. I have no idea how they can be sure what is true and what isn't true until they get a subpoena for your shit. I'm sorry. I mean, and as you've learned, the subpoena to get very low. It's very, very low. You don't need a whole lot to get that. Now, I mean, maybe Legal Mindset should have found out about the word that got clipped out. But ideally, you could end up getting a subpoena. Is not all that far out there. A subpoena, a warrant, whatever. No, I'm not the legalese type that I know for sure which I'm calling it here. But you cannot be sure that you are out of the bag here.
And then my lawyer just goes, well, here's the whole clip.
Let's back it up here, son, because I think I might have had it
Monday morning to let you know you're retarded and don't know what's going on.
Do you even know what's going on?
No one's going to prison. I mean, maybe Nick. But, let's not pretend that wasn't happening anyway. Fucking idiot. Cocaine okay. Legal Mindset lives in Korea. North? Oh, Captain, my captain. Cool Boy 52. Thank you very much for the support. $20 from Anonymous. Andrew is a cross-eyed fag who can't get work as a lawyer in the U.S., so he has to live in Korea. Plus, he likes ladyboys. I don't even care. Who cares? It's a great place to be if you like ladyboys. What I'm asking is, the thing you say you're good at.
You're never getting an apology.
You suck
if
at.
I was him, he's like, I would just pull up all the information that's gotten.
Imagine going into court with that clip playing it to the judge and be like, so, Your Honor, you heard the confession, and then my lawyer just goes, well, here's the whole clip. Imagine how embarrassed this fucking idiot would be. And he would go, well, I would prepare more thoroughly for court. You know, obviously this is just a YouTube stream. Yeah, that took a lot. It took a lot for me to go find the legit clip and wind it back 3 seconds to hear. This implies, man, you're right. You're right. You don't have enough billable hours in the day to be looking up source material.
Even if you
get it from a clipper who got it from a clipper who clipped it himself from a cut from a.
How do you know that it implies
Sure, man.
anything?
My question again is,
Maybe
why
because
do we
you've been
need
in
you?
contact with Nick,
Why do we need you? We can watch
Maybe.
Chad get it wrong.
and that's how you know
We can turn on MLC if we want to watch something from a week ago be taken incorrectly. Why do we need these legal minds that we have to go to and get their opinion? You know, I've been sitting here going like, we got to talk to a lawyer about how fucked I am. We don't. They're all dumb as fuck. They're all dumb as fuck. If your lawyer is on YouTube, I'd seriously get a new lawyer. I'm not even kidding.
No.
What are we to think from these guys?
No.
That's a crime. That's a crime. That's a crime. That's going to be a problem. That's a crime. So that happened. so that happened. Like, yes, we don't need this guy ever again. We don't need him ever again. So legal mindset, I'm not even kidding. We had a lot of fun fucking around and joking today. Recalibrate. Like, honestly. And I tweeted, like, I expect a legit apology. I don't, because I think you're probably that fucking phony.
Again, I think instead of getting
if you're
an
a
apology,
legit lawyer, if you
he's
really
gonna
think you're an
pull up
attorney,
all
and you
your
really want to be taken
Discord
seriously,
comments,
you should apologize
it
to
could
me
easily
publicly.
get used against you.
What confession, faggot? What confession? You all don't know how to edit a clip. You all don't know how to go find a source and make sure you know what the fuck you're talking about. You watch guys who hate me edit a thing, be edited by guys who hate me, and then watch the clipper clip that, and then said, wow, there's the confession. We don't need you. You're lazy as fuck. We don't need you. Again, I'm a joker, and I can go find the truth in 10 seconds. Maybe don't comment on it unless you know what the fuck you're talking about. That's all I'm saying. I get it. It's hard to get everything right. Maybe talk about this one tomorrow after you have time to research it. These guys said he confessed. That's a problem. That's a crime. That's a crime. That's a crime. That's a crime. Wow, that happened. That's a crime. That's a crime. That's a crime. You don't know what the fuck. Like, you don't.
Yeah, your Discord messages, though, dude.
I'll keep doing it. I'll keep finding.
Your
Send me the
Discord
clips
messages.
of these lawyers getting it all wrong. And I think you'll probably find, like, on an increasing basis, like, they don't have a practice.
I mean, I don't know that the cops are ever going to do.
They're not like actual lawyers.
Anything at all. I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. I don't know. But Aaron has, rightfully so, at the very least, made a complaint to the police about Nick and the information that he shouldn't have. Maybe you shouldn't comment about people having their anyone's search history when, what do you know about it? How do you know?
Pretty pathetic. Pretty bad. Gonk. Bonk. Another one of these. Last time we saw Summer Sinclair in a grocery store with a guy with a giant pineapple cut out with wads of hundreds in them. Now we have a similar video. Anybody understand these videos and why they're trying to get these to take off and become viral?
Would you rather help someone else or help yourself with $100? I'm offering $100 for the first person that wants it, or I'm going to use this $100 bill to buy more formula so that I can go help a single mom in need.
You got it? I'm walking around asking people, do they want $100, or I take the $100 and I buy more formula for moms in need. Like, okay.
You just give that $100 for more formula.
I suggest you just give that $100 for more formula. I suggest you just give that $100 for more formula.
Oh gosh.
So Summer's got like an acting gig in these fake viral videos.
You don't need this?
I do, but if there's a mother who needs more formula, then I'd rather you give the money to more formula.
But I'm not a selfish person, you know. Somebody.
This is too much. I love how you waited until the end to actually talk about legal mindset, and we had to sit through all that other garbage. But yeah, I mean, you know, maybe there was a portion left out that shouldn't have gotten left out. Literally, Aaron has been getting legal advice from Sean, and Nick could watch it all. How do you know that? Unless it's getting shared with you. How do you know any of that unless it's getting shared with you? So this was 3 hours ago. The digital criminal said, lying about committing felonies is a fucking moronic idea. I'm going to wet myself laughing at that email quotes Nick Lucada as a source of legal advice in a conspiracy to perform felonies. So I'm sure in federal court proceedings, Google will have a subpoena served for the original. Poor nerdy needle Nikki Suffa. This will never be a federal case. These tards aren't worth that much time. I mean, I don't know. It's weird who they decide to come after and who they don't. And there may not even end up being a state case. We don't know for sure yet what's going to happen. I feel okay, these stars aren't with that much time. Technically, if you include the raffle mail, the raffle mail, it'll be an international considered due to self-felt. It's like 10 to 20. The feds aren't going to care about what coked out, non-practicing lawyer, the coked out former shock jockey swings with, and that fat loser failed comedian in Vegas. They have bigger fish to fry. Now, the local Minnesota officials, they could love to fuck with these clowns. Maybe. Just figured out that electronic privacy issues are automatically bumped up, jurisdiction being weird and all. You really need to go big to get the feds to notice you, or make some political enemies. Okay, but they can still use it if it is broader than just state. What's the term? Infractions? Be honest, man. What is going on with the beard? Nature. Insert sandwich joke. Thing is, though, you're a portly gentleman, so yeah, nice try. What? Well said, facts. I mean, I don't know. We may not get the state to even do anything because the state might be going, what the hell is actually going on here? But what we do know, is that it doesn't take much for them to get a subpoena if they want a subpoena or a search warrant or whatever. It doesn't really take much for them to do that. We've learned how low the bar is when Nikki got arrested for the drugs. It did not take them much to get a warrant to go and search the house. When they searched the house, and they found all kinds of great stuff. So everything that keeps getting posted online, some comments that I think that he's posted that haven't been taken out of context, that could end up being enough for a warrant. We'll just have to see. They could get a warrant for Nick's computer to see exactly what he has and hasn't looked at. And then they could also get either a warrant or a subpoena to force Melton to hand over information. They can also go right to Discord and get a legal thing to force Discord to handle shit over. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And you never know. It's always possible that absolutely nothing will come of it. So. But the problem isn't so much that stream in particular. It's just everything else. It's everything else. It adds up. They could end up being in some legal doo-doo. And it could all end up also, dragging in Ralph, who's in Mexico. We'll just have to see. But yeah, legal mindset's not going to give you an apology. Maybe he does, I don't know, maybe he owes you a little bit of one. Because those words got cut off, and those words can be changed to imply something different. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's see what's going on latest in the news here. Some interesting things. So, Trump is promising jail time over some shit. Trump campaign officials are, at least. Trump campaign officials say Pennsylvania Dems will face jail time over ballot recount.
What's with the... Oh, I just got
go
these
to
custom shapes from
jail.
lines.com.
I mean, I don't know. Will anyone who deserves to actually be in jail end up going to jail? I just don't have the faith that that's going to happen. Trump campaign official Chris LaCivita predicted legislative officials in Pennsylvania will face jail time for counting mail-in ballots with either incorrect or missing dates, after the Supreme Court previously ruled such ballots should not be counted. He'll go to jail. Count on it. LaCivita was reacting to a social media post touting a Washington Beacon article detailing that Democratic Senator Bob Casey endorsed Democratic Bucks County Commissioner during her campaign for the position before she and her other Democrat commissioners in the state voted to count the disqualified ballots. I think we all know that precedent by a court doesn't matter anymore in this country, Ellis Marsiglia said Thursday, as she and other Democrats voted to reject a gauntlet challenge to ballots that should be disqualified. Pennsylvania is in the midst of a ballot recount after Casey refused to concede his race against Senator-elect Dave McCormick earlier this month. McCormick's unofficial margin of votes stand at roughly 17,000, or within the 0.5% threshold required under Pennsylvania law to trigger an automatic recount. Pennsylvania deserves other voices heard. The worth of someone's vote is not determined by how long it takes to be counted. Casey wrote an op-ed defending his decision to not concede the race. When a Pennsylvanian takes time to cast their legal vote after waiting in long lines, taking time away from their work and family, they deserve to have their vote counted, whether it is the first ballot counted or the last. The Supreme Court ruled ahead of the election that the mail-in ballots that do not include a formally required signature formally required signatures or dates should not be counted for the official tally of votes in the state. Democrat-led election boards, however, including Philadelphia, Bucks County, Montgomery County, and Centre County, bucks the state high court's ruling and voted to include such ballots in the recount. Crazy. People violate laws anytime they want. She said last week, according to a Philadelphia Inquirer, so for me, if I violate this law, it's because I want a court to pay attention. There's nothing more important than counting votes. And the thing of it is that I've seen the video where she says this. And I think maybe the charges would be contempt because you violated a court order. That's wild. In addition to Casey endorsing the Democratic commissioner during her campaign last year, Ellis Marsiglia, as well as fellow Democratic Bucks County Commissioner Bob Harvey, donated a combined $2,600 to the Casey campaign this year. The Washington Free Beacon reported Republicans have launched a bevy of lawsuits over including the disqualified ballots in the recount. Republican Party officials are filing 12 lawsuits in Pennsylvania in order to protect the Senate seat. Both national and state Republican parties have filed lawsuits in 4 counties across Pennsylvania, urging the courts to not count mail-in ballots with either incorrect or missing dates, in accordance with the Pennsylvania Supreme Court ruling this month. RNC officials challenge the notion that the Senate recount, which continues through November 26, will change the outcome of the election in any substantial way. They have decried the effort, which cost an estimated $1 million, as a waste of taxpayer money, noting that since 2000, there have been just 3 statewide election recounts in Pennsylvania, and each has resulted in an average change of 393 votes. Democrat officials are on video saying that they're going to choose to break the law, and there will be legal consequences for that. A senior party official told Fox News earlier Monday. The Casey campaign could end the recount at any time, and there are political ramifications regarding the voters' confidence in elections that has been built. So we need to stop this attempted electioneering and declare McCormick the winner. I mean, that is pretty wild. It is a wild thing to do. Whether or not anybody's going to end up in jail, it just seems like it feels sometimes that more and more as if the people who should be in jail never are. And the people who should be in jail never are, and the people that shouldn't are the ones that are in jail. But there's a very possibility Trump didn't win the election. He was going to jail. He was going to spend some time in the popo. Which is wild to think about. Absolutely wild. But that could have easily happened. And, and so much of it was clearly, if not all of it, was clearly he did nothing wrong. At the very least, there's a huge possibility they would have looked the other way. And in some cases, they were looking the other way. Oh, Joe didn't do anything wrong with those classified documents. He's too dumb. He's just a tottering old fool. that no one will ever find guilty. Uh-oh. There's something else going on here.
Does think it's Russia, but again, I don't know.
2 undersea
who did
cables
this.
cut in
I'm
Baltic
assuming
Sea.
if someone did it,
Cause
it's the same group
unclear.
that did both. Hey, thanks. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm way behind on
So
Twitch.
that goes
Boy, am I
from
bad. I owe some thank yous on Twitch. Thank you, by the
Lithuania
way,
to
to
Scotland.
Quake Clouds on Twitch for subscribing.
Why
To
would
Trash Flower for subscribing on Twitch.
I'm assuming that's what it means. I'm gonna
And
Google this
Roaches
here.
in the Cabinet for the bits on Twitch. Rivertown Creations for subscribing on Twitch. Sticker Reds for subscribing on Twitch. Solid Fox as well.
So Finland, yeah, it's Finland and Lithuania. Let's go to Warriors. Let's see what Warriors.
All right, here's
is
what I
saying
think we
about
should
this.
do. Here's what I think we should do. I think we should take a second and talk about the India pollution. And then we can go back and talk more about the cables.
Let's see here. 2 undersea cables in Baltic Sea cut. Germany and Finland fears sabotage. I mean, it's very rare that something like that happens. But there's always that possibility that somebody could have dropped something off a boat, they hit it, an anchor was cut loose, broke free, whatever. And then it was a complete accident. But 2 undersea fiber optic communication cables in the Baltic Sea, including one linking Finland and Germany, were severed, raising suspicions of sabotage by bad actors. Countries and companies involved said on Monday. The episode recalled other instances in the same waterway that authorities have probed as potentially malicious, including damage to gas pipeline and undersea cables last year, and the 2022 explosion of the North Sea gas pipelines. The 74-mile cable, the 745-mile cable connects Helsinki to the German port of Rostock, stopped working around 0200 GMT on Monday for the state-controlled cybersecurity and telecom companies, Telia said. A 130-mile internet link between Lithuania and Sealand's Gotland Island went out of service at about 0800 on Sunday, according to Lithuania's Telia Lietuva, part of Sweden's Lietuva, part of Sweden's Telia company. Finland and Germany said in a joint statement they were deeply concerned about the severed undersea cable and were investigating an incident that immediately raised a suspicion of intentional damage. Europe's security is threatened by Russia's war against Ukraine and hybrid warfare by malicious actors, the joint statement said without naming the actors. Safeguarding our shared critical infrastructure is vital to our security and the resilience of our societies, Germany and Finland said. A spokesman for Telia Lietuva, Audrius Stasios said the cable was severed as well. Said the other cable was severed as well. It is owned and operated by Sweden's Aurelian to carry Telia's internet traffic, the Telia spokesperson said. It's absolutely central. It has clarified why we currently have 2 cables in the Baltic Sea that are not working. Carl Oxter-Bolin, Sweden's Minister of Civil Defense, told Swedish public broadcaster SVT. Located in northern Europe, the Baltic Sea is an active commercial shipping route and is ringed by 9 countries, including Russia. The damage to the Finland-German cable occurred near the southern tip of Sweden's Åland Island and will require 5 to 15 days to repair. Telia's chief executive Ari Jusuf, oh my god, I'm not even bothered, told a news conference. Last year, a South Sea gas pipeline and several telecom cables running along the bottom of the Baltic Sea were severely damaged in an incident raising alarm bells in the region. Investigators of the 2023 cases in Finland and Estonia have named a Chinese container ship that they believe dragged its anchor and caused the damage, but they have not said whether the damage was accident or intentional. See, it could have easily been kind of the same thing. I mean, it's a busy shipping lane. You know, shit happens. So I can understand, and anything, it's amazing that it doesn't happen more than what it does. If anything, but these incidences seem to be relatively rare. At least we hear about them. The news reports on them more maybe than what we do. Perhaps with the internet we hear about it. I don't know, but really these incidences are relatively rare as far as I can tell. Now the Nord Stream thing, that seemed to be pretty obvious, I guess, that there was some sort of sabotage that was deliberately done. But this could have very well been an accident. Ship lost their anchor, they dragged their anchor. For whatever reason they dragged it. Could have been operator error. They thought they had someone thought that the anchor was pulled up, and it wasn't. In 2022, the Nord Stream gas pipeline linking Russia to Germany and the Baltic Sea were destroyed by explosions, and the case that remains under investigation by German authorities. The Reuters Daily Briefing newsletter provides all the news you need. Start your day. Gotta add that part in there. I'm just like reading without even realizing that what I'm reading is. Yeah. Okay. Oh, goodness. But, yeah. Melton, I'm really, really sorry. I'm really, really sorry, but you're probably not getting an apology from Legal Mindset. And I don't know. Maybe you might be right. Maybe there is a chance here that technically you deserve one. Those beginning words of your statement were cut out, so an argument could be made that you weren't offering proof of anything. And really, one thing I will argue is that confession was the right word for what you were saying. You were, and maybe they felt like they were saying that you knew for sure what Nick did or did not have access to. But the scored messages don't look good, dude. They just don't look good. I'm sorry. But you never know. I mean, the police could end up doing nothing about it. They could end up deciding you all are not worth it. But they could be trying to decide whether or not charges need to be filed. I don't know. We'll just have to wait. We'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see who gets the last laugh. And it may not end up being you. It might end up being the lawyers. He tried to say, "You're looking like you're fucked." So. All right, well, y'all, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Just a reminder, that the world and the universe may be large, and you may feel small and insignificant. But keep in mind, it takes all of us working together to make the world a better place. Because it's the only way to counteract the people that aren't making the world a better place. Like, I don't know. I don't know how Melvin's contributing to a better world. Maybe he makes people laugh. I don't know. Maybe he's feeding stray kittens when he's not on stream. I don't know. I try to make the world a better place by taking care of my family. Taking care of my parents as best as I can. Tomorrow I'm going to go sit with my grandfather. My 90-some-year-old grandfather, because his wife has to go to a doctor's appointment. And he can't be left alone. So, yeah. He's left alone, he'll get up and try to walk and go to the bathroom by himself, and he's a fall risk, so can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. So ask yourself the things big or small that you're doing to make the world a better place, because it does take all of us working together. And maybe it's doing something as simple as sitting with someone who's a fall risk while their wife's at a doctor's appointment. All right. God bless you all. God bless America. God bless our troops. And God bless Donald J. Trump. Bye.